Well, before that, after tea, we lost 2 wickets and 2 balls again. So I was pretty, frustrated at that point of time that something like Perth shouldn't happen again. So the next over, I decided to go after Harris so that I could get runs off that over. And finally, when I got the 100th run, I was on cloud nine because starting your cricket as a young kid, you always dream of achieving a Test century, and the first one is always the most special. So I'm really happy.
Yes,
Just before that, what do you mean with the players or? Oh, that incident. Well, I was said. Bill Hilfenos said something to me which was totally unnecessary, out of the blue. I didn't even. He wasn't even bowling or doing anything. I survived that run out, and he just said something to me which I can't say obviously in a press conference. But yeah, I mean, I gave it back to him saying, you didn't even have anything to do with it. Why would you do that? And then Ishant and me both, came together and started saying stuff to them. So they got really pissed with that, I guess. And you know, I usually play my cricket like that. I like to give it back. So, um, you know, yeah, whatever happened at the end of the day, as I said, I'm pretty happy with what I did.
yes,
Is
please.
it too much sledging by this Australian cricket team, right? Did they sledge too much?
Well, they sledge when they get frustrated. I mean, obviously it was hot out there, and you they were sledging the players so that they could spoil our concentration. And during that partnership, they were really low.
Yes, please.
But before the start of the series, you were regarded as a successful one-day cricketer. But right now, after the series, probably everyone is talking that Virat Kholi probably has to take the Indian cricket, lead the Indian batting in future. Are you prepared to lead the Indian batting in future in Test cricket?
Well, definitely, I always uh, wanted to be a successful Test player for India, and hopefully, this can be the start for me. And I hope I can be really consistent going ahead in Test cricket.
Yes, please.
Now you've got a lot of abuse fielding at the boundary from the Australian fans. As you just said, the Australians have also been saying a lot of things. It must be much more satisfying that you've responded in the best way possible, scoring a lot of runs. And that 100 must be a response to all that abuse you've faced so far.
Yeah, to give it back verbally and then score 100 is even better. I mean, we don't go out there to take any kind of stuff from anyone, and we are international cricketers as well. So we're not come here to participate, and they should know that. And we need to let them know that be it in any way, by talking and by performing. So it's much more satisfying.
Is the abuse as bad as it was in Sydney, or has it become even lesser?
Well, in Sydney, they were after me because I wasn't scoring, and today they were pissed because I got 100. So it hasn't changed much, but the reasons have changed.
Yes, please.
Virat, just about the fact that Ed Cowan and David Warner in fact after Perth said that Virat said something to us about going back to India. Was there something that he said this time around too?
No, he wasn't saying much. He congratulated me on my 100. Both of them actually. They didn't say anything to me. Yeah, it was pretty low key till that incident happened and all of them came together. But yeah, nothing like really major happened. It was normal that always goes on. Yeah, that incident was. Nothing. He told me to just not give it back, so I might get in trouble. He was pretty mature with that.
Yes, please.
How would you compare the abuse that Indian players receive in the stands here from the fans compared to what happens to Australian players in India?
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I haven't spoken to the Australian players about that, but yeah, it is sort of really frustrating at times because they say stuff which shouldn't be said on a cricket field. I mean, you go out there to play, not to get abused like that. I mean, if they've come here to enjoy the game of cricket, they should do that and not get drunk and abuse players. So I mean, it's not fair on the players because if the player says anything, they're fined and banned, and the crowd can just say anything and go home. So it should be played in a fair way.
Amen.